How you doing? My name is Cricket. I'm also known as Chow Yun Smut. I don't know if my name shows up down here anymore because Restream been restreaming, but here I am. This is the corner booth where we are hanging out in the online equivalent of your favorite late night eatery during bar rush in the corner booth. We talk about everything here except politics and interchannel drama. Everything else is fair game from pop culture to poop knives. And I am here. I'm a little late. I'm a lot late, actually, but I've spent the last like 3 hours on the phone with a good friend of mine that I met on the SPs at Sea cruise, the Xenomarlean cruise a year ago. And a year ago today, we were bobbing around in the ocean and having a great time. Hi, Panda Kelly. How you doing? You are our stage 4 queen, and we love you. I hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, I spent a really large amount of time on the phone with a good friend that I met. I mean, we'd been in contact before we were on the cruise, but when I got down to Miami, it was so on. Heather Mack, you were in Denny's the other day. That's amazing. I haven't been in a Denny's in far too long. I love me some Denny's so much. Denny's, Embers, Perkins, if you can find one that's open 24 hours anymore. Diners. East Coast diners. They're the freaking best. You can get everything from steak and eggs to linguine with clams at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's amazing. There's No Face. I'm glad you're no longer bored. There's Richie. Hi, Richie. Oh my God, did I actually show up when you don't have a catheter in your hand? Amazing. Anyway, hi, everybody. Good to see you. Yeah, I spent about 3 hours on the phone with a friend of mine who was on the cruise last year. And I love her so much and I miss her terribly. Um, a cruise sounds nice, but then I remember I'm disabled, so it sounds less fun. You know what? We had disabled people on that cruise. I'm just going to blink at you because we had disabled people on that cruise. And there are so many options for disabled people on cruises these days, um, especially when it comes to mobility, but when it comes to medical support and all kinds of shit, it can happen. So, you know, hey, Violet L, good to see you. Yeah. Um, and it's funny, the person that I was speaking with, I'm hoping that she'll pop in here. She said she was gonna. No such luck. I'm taking my temp as part of the process now. Okay, Richie, right on. I'm glad we don't have you with a catheter actually in your hands right now. It looks like I've worked the timing uh relatively well or better than I have before. um but yeah, we were talking about service service to others, what we can do for other people. And if you've met me and if you've spent any time having conversations with me, you know that all I ever want is to help. I keep saying it. I've said it all for so long. Anytime I do anything, and people are like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And I'm like, "You are so welcome. I'm here to help." And I've said it so much, and I'm fucking with my bangs, and I dropped an F-bomb before 5 minutes was up, and I was only 15 seconds in. I'm sure it'll be fine. What the alfalfa is even okay. I don't even know what's happening with this fringe right now, y'all. But um I'm not going to apologize for being 2 hours late because it was a really good conversation and it was long overdue, and I was so happy to have that conversation. And it was a connection that I really value from the cruise. There are some connections that I had made before the cruise, before we got on the ship, but once we got on the ship, those connections deepened so much. And this is or once we even got to the hotel in Miami, those connections deepened so much. And the person with whom I had that conversation tonight was one of those persons that it just became it went to a whole different level. And I was thrilled to have that conversation with her tonight. And I honestly wasn't even paying attention to the clock. I waited until she said, "Oh my god, I just looked at the clock." But yeah, we had a great conversation, and yet I'm still here because I told y'all that I would be here, and I'm here. So, Zeno Marlene, to honoring what I said last night. I am here and I'm trying to get my act together so that I am here as consistently as possible because the inconsistency has been bothering me, but also there's been a lot on my plate, and I'm not trying to make excuses. Pardon me. Um it's been a lot, and it's been a lot for all of us, and I'm going to do my best to be here for y'all and for myself as much as I can. Hello Sophia, and hello Dancing in the Rain. No Face says the last time I went to a Denny's it was 25 years ago, and let's just say that LSD may have been involved. Denny's is weird. Yeah, it is. It can be. It can be plenty weird, but it also can be hilarious. So, yeah. Guten Morgen, Sophia. Good to see you. Thank you for the video of the Disney Destiny that you sent me, rolling out of the shipyard. I believe it's the Meyer Werft shipyard, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, thank you. Thank you for sending me that video. I love shipyard videos and launch videos. Absolutely. So I appreciate you. I I was we were talking a lot about acts of service. And I know that I just said it a few minutes ago that I'm always happy to help. I will offer my help wherever I feel it might be needed. Cuz it's not about me, it's about other people and what can I do to help other people. And that's I feel like especially over the last 3 years, it was Meyer Werft. Okay. And I hope I'm saying it decently. Um, especially over the last 3 years, service to others has been practically something that I've made a living out of. Um, I just want to help. Whether it's this past summer dealing with the invasive buckthorn and Elvira and all of her travails and just helping the bestie out with random things, or hanging out with my sister in her apartment, clearing that out and helping her passing go as untraumatically as possible. Is that not a word? Is that a word? Non-traumatically, as easily as possible. That's probably a better word. Um or helping another friend of a friend in the Bronx where I spent a significant amount of fucking time at his place trying to clear things out and deal with the clutter and take care of the cats, one of whom became diabetic. And so then I had to shoot him twice a day and everything else. I I feel better when I'm helping other people. It makes me feel like I'm contributing in some way. Hello, Bilf. Um, but I've come to realize that the show um is also helpful, and it's something that I've felt bad about my sporadic appearances here over the last few months. I realize that I have not been consistent, and I apologize for it, for sure. Um, but I realize that the show also is an act of service, and it has been since its conception. The Meyer Werft and their shipyard stuff always shows up in my Facebook feed when they release a ship. Facebook remembers I was born there and spent time living there. Okay, makes sense, Sophia. Richie says 620 milliliters later. Dang. I can join the convo again. Oh shit, you are getting deep and real tonight. Well, I mean, it's not going to stay that way, but that's where I'm starting out. Dancing in the rain. I know you were of great service and comfort to stepdad. RIP. Thank you. Thank you very much. Should I fire up third device to inflate your numbers? Yes, please, Richie. Yes, please. I'll take all the inflation and the engagement that I can get. As I've frequently said, I'm not ready for marriage, but I'm okay with engagement. Yeah, well, it wasn't my cat that I was shooting twice a day. It was somebody else's cat, a friend of a friend, and I was shooting him with insulin. Thank you. But yeah, twice a day. He needed to be shot and his food intake carefully monitored and everything else. Um, it was a whole ass thing, but I find that, even now, I'm I'm living in crazy Auntie Cindy's basement. I'm in Yoda's treehouse here in Hoth, and it's a basement, right? Only part of it is fully finished, but everything that I do, the bits of sweeping, the spraying down the shower with scrubbing bubbles, the cleaning the toilet and the sink, investigating the medicine cabinet and finding that I can put things in there. I don't have any choo choo update that I can necessarily share, except that she is doing her best in advocating for herself and actually working on getting care for herself and giving her current brain doc permission to talk to her GP so that there is evidence that she's been in a mental health crisis and she's stepping closer to maybe getting access to the DSR shots. We'll see. That's what I've got for Choo Choo. Thank you, Richie. You, your late father, and the wifey are watching you. Thank you very much, Richie. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Um, but even if it's a house with 5 cats. There are litter boxes everywhere. So even if I'm just sweeping, or spraying scrubbing bubbles in the shower, or cleaning the toilet or the sink, or making space for myself in the medicine cabinet or the above toilet cabinet. Um, I doubt that Bilf is ignoring you, no face. Bilf is just Bilfing. Um, every little thing, because things are kind of such a shit show, everything has impact. As Depeche Mode said, everything counts in small amounts. Everything that we do has impact. And even though I'm only taking baby steps, I can see the difference that those baby steps are making. And that spurs me to take more baby steps. And I keep going. And every day I do a little something. And it makes me feel better about myself that I'm getting something done and that I'm helping because I am one part of this household. So there are two, three, four people living here full time, another fifth who is here a significant part of the time. And then there's 6 and 7 who are here kind of some of the time. Hey, Shar, good to see you. Hey, hey, hey. Um, I am one part of this little microcosm and realizing that the things that I do have impact is huge. And I think that we all can maybe come to that realization, that the little things that we do may seem tiny to us, but they have an impact. And I am perky today because I just had like a 3-hour phone call with Jessica Lee, and it was amazing. And it was affirming, and it was a reconnection, and it felt really good. Um, but yeah, you have to realize that we are all little parts. We're a little microcosm within a macrocosm. And the tiny things that we do, even if we think that they're tiny, even if it's just washing a dish or sweeping part of this massive basement or whatever, it makes a difference and people notice. Even if it was just scrubbing part of my bestie's kitchen or the shower or hanging out with the dog, it makes a difference. And it has an impact on all of the people around you. And it doesn't, sometimes they don't even feel like acts of service. You have hilarious photos of Jess? Shar, I bet you do, because Jess is hilarious. And her friend Trishy is also hilarious. Hey, Jen Marie, good to see you. Um, everything that we do has an impact. And whether it's a positive or a negative impact, I guess depends on the energy that you put into it. And I think if we focus on putting the positive energy into things, we can have an amazing impact on people, even if we're just taking baby steps. And when we take those baby steps and we see that impact or we see the progress, it it spurs me on. I can't speak for everybody. It spurs me on to keep taking those baby steps. So let's keep doing that. Let's keep doing that. Shar says, "Oh my God, I have such fond memories of Trish dragging us to bingo, and she was so fucking serious about it. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone be so serious about anything. Hey, listen, I have seen you be serious about deep sniffing potatoes. So I ain't saying, I'm just saying." Aw, puppy sleeping beside me is barking in her sleep. It sounds like water drops. Aw, the poor puppy. That dreaming is serious business. Sophia says taking away mental load is always a huge help. 100%. We had so much fun in the library. 100% we did, Shar. No face. Stop it. We do. We do. Heather Mack, roof overhead, food, clothes on your back, meds. You can do the fun stuff now. Yes. Yes. I did bring some of the groceries that I purchased in Minneapolis up here to Hoth, but I do still have a significant amount of groceries on the Amazon wish list because, well, that's where my focus is right now. Richie says, different topic and slight brag, 620 milligrams milliliters is an improvement. When I started doing this, there were 2 times I managed to drain over a liter. Apparently, I have the bladder of a Titan. Apparently, you do. And fuck yeah. Rock on. Hey, Sergeant Fanny Cake. It's never good when the doctor asks, "Are you sure?" Then GP made the same face I did when I told her, "Okay, yeah." Potatoes are serious, Shar. Absolutely. And potatoes are seriously awesome, Sophia, for sure. Shar, have Cricket send you the video about solid potato salad. Wait a minute. I'm not. Did you send it to my email, Heather Mack? I haven't been able to re up my Google One. And so I can't really send or receive emails right now in the main email account because I have reached the limit of my Gmail storage on that account. So until I can re-up my Google One, I won't be able to access really anything. But until once that happens, then yes, I will send the video about solid potato salad once I can access it. Right now, I cannot. But I was also talking. Oh, you sent it in email. That's okay, no face. Hey, you know what? We just we roll how we can here. I don't know what solid potato salad is either, but that's because I can't access my email right now. Because again, I have reached the storage limits of my Gmail account. Y'all think it couldn't be done. It has happened. I've had this Gmail account for a really fucking long time, and I have reached the storage limits, and until I can re-up my Google One, I won't be able to access fucking anything. So I did also mention snacks, and Shar, in particular, this is relevant to you because you said, I want to know if a curly whirly is like curly whirly that we have here. Is this your curly whirly? I love that I'm blocking out my eyes like I'm trying to be anonymous or whatever, but this is the curly whirly that I picked up in the amazing candy shop that I was in on Monday. I got a curly whirly. And I got Coffee Crisp, which is delicious. I'm going to have to chop it into bits before I can chew it up, but it's delicious. And I love Coffee Crisp. And I love that on Halloween, yes, the caramel is like not soft, not hard. Yeah, it's chewy. Yeah, I can feel it. And it's chewy. It is the samesies. It is the samesies, curly whirly. The coffee crisp, I will have to chop it up, but it is so delicious. And I love that on Halloween, um, they make smaller coffee crisps, but in coffin shapes, and they call them coffin crisps. And well, they used to. I don't know if it happens still, but they used to make coffin crisps for Halloween. And if you've ever had a timeout, they make now timeout roundy. It is, look at all of that biscuit. Look at all of the delicious layered biscuit covered in chocolate. Look at it. Gaze upon it. I did not rob Willy Wonka. I paid for that shit. Hey, Kelly BC, good to see you. Michael is currently inside you. Oh my goodness. I thought I would have felt that. Across the seas to the Americae. I must create a snack list for him to bring back for me. Also, I don't like coffee flavors. So don't get Coffee Crisp, but Coffee Crisp is really mostly only available in Canada. It's difficult to find here. All the Milano biscuits, we don't have those. I also asked him to get the largest bag of Swedish fish he can find. Ooh, he has time in LA before his flight back. Okay. All right. I know the timeout roundies look so good, Violet. Holy shit. No, I didn't rob anybody, no face. I paid for that shit. I also got 2 different bottles of ramune, which is a Japanese beverage. Panda Kelly overdosed on salty snacks today, Kenkels tomorrow. Hey, you know what? Was it worth it? No Cadbury because I have all that. Okay. Kelly BC, when you have a minute, can I ask a few questions about Restream? Honey, you can absolutely ask me questions about Restream. I don't know a whole lot because I don't pay for it. I use the free version, but you can ask me anything. Hit me with your best American snacks. Well, I mean, American chocolate is subpar. No weird dried meat snacks. I know you're a vegetarian. I got you, Shar. You should get, however, both red vines and Twizzlers. There are 2 different licorice snacks. Licorice. They're not black licorice. They're not flavored like anise. They are strawberry, faux strawberry-ish kind of flavor. But there are Twizzlers and there are red vines. And the thing is that there are definitely lines drawn. There are those who are okay with Twizzlers and not red vines. And there are those who are like, fuck you, red vines all the way. I don't know that Milanos are the best cookies. I don't know. I mean, they're okay. I've never considered them top tier. I wish he could bring you a box of the Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies. They're in a box. They're about this big around each, and they're soft baked. They are delicious. They are delicious. And as far as a mass-produced chocolate chip cookie goes, there's some of my favorites. Um, Candy corn, Rice Krispie treats. Heather Mack is saying Jelly Belly, Red Vines all the way, not plastic shit. Again, there are strong lines drawn between the Red Vines and the Twizzlers camps. You can get them in LA. Yes, he would have to go to a grocery store. He would have to go to like Ralph's. But yes, maybe we should do a co-live American snack taste testing when he gets back. Oh, that would be rad. Yeah, candy corn is a thing. No, Famous Amos can fuck off. I'm sorry, Dancing in the Rain, Famous Amos can fuck right all the way off. Famous Amos is some crunchy cookie bullshit, and I don't think they're that tasty. But the Entenmann's soft baked, okay, yes. All right, I'm going to type it in the chat. Entenmann's. Good morning, Brian Lucas. Good to see you. Famous Amos are chocolate chip cookies, but they're even smaller and they're crunchy. And yeah, I mean, maybe you should get some of both and you can make up your mind. I'm not about a crunchy chocolate chip cookie myself, and those are crunchy all the way through. I feel like you would have to dunk them in coffee so hard for so long in order to get them to be edible. That's just me. I'm an East Coast bitch, which means I'm an Entenmann's bitch. So that's kind of how I roll. But yeah, get the Entenmann's. Tell him to get Red Vines and Twizzlers. Both red. I'm just popping them in the chat right now. I don't know if you have junior mints. Do you have junior mints? Entenmann's is white boxes, often on an end cap. Yes. Yes. End cap, Char, is when you're in the grocery store and you've got the aisles. On the end of the aisles, they will stack up product. That's usually where Entenmann's lives. Okay, you've got junior mints. Okay, good. Who just went pating? Brian Lucas. Famous Amos is the white dog turd of cookies. Okay, fair. Dancing in the Rain likes the white chocolate macadamia nut cookies from Pepperidge Farms. Okay. All right. Aww. Brian Lucas has sent us a puppy. Is that Bella? Who is that? You might have to be the ultimate sergeant of controversial cookie debates. That's fair. So he can get Famous Amos, which usually comes in small bags, and Entenmann's, which comes in a box. They might be all squished. Mrs. Fields, yeah. Unless you're getting them fresh from the mall, I don't even fuck with Mrs. Fields in the shops. If you're getting them fresh from the mall when they're like fresh baked, that's one thing. That's Phil. Oh my goodness, he's gotten so gray. Oh, Phil. Give him some belly rubs from us, please. My kiddo works at Jersey Mike's and they have wonderful chocolate chip cookies. You know what? I will fuck with Jersey Mike's every single day of the world. Jersey Mike's has banging fucking food. But I don't know that he's going to be able to get to a Jersey Mike's. Teddy Grahams still exist? Frosted animals. Yeah, frosted animal cookies. Jersey Mike's warm, fresh, baked chocolate chip cookies are the best, says Panda Kelly. All right, cool. I can get behind that. Um, don't go for crumble cookies because way too expensive, not worth it. Um, Richie, I would love to start that ugly debate about donuts, but here's the problem. I don't know that a comparison, number one, hey, Danny, good to see you. Number one, Shar did a lot of donut consumption when she was here last year in the States. Um, ooh, Dancing in the Rain went to Sidecar Donuts today. I haven't been to Sidecar Donuts. Um, holy shit, almost a year being a member. Danny, thank you so much for being here almost a year. Cheers to you, buddy. Zeno Marlene, and thank you. The problem with donuts, number one, Shar did a whole lot of donut consumption when she was here last year. And number two, I don't think that they would transport very well on what is it, a 16, 18-hour flight between LA and Straya? Frosted animals are one variety of Mother's brand cookies. They come in striped bags. Okay. So yeah. Um Animal shaped cookies that are frosted. Yes, donuts do deteriorate. They go stale very, very quickly. And so you have to be careful about that, right? Because if you're going to have donuts, you want them as fresh as they can possibly be. Um, like, I don't even fuck with Krispy Kreme unless the hot now site is on and I'm right there. And we don't have Krispy Kreme in Hoth. 13 to 14 hour of flights plus airport bullshit. Okay, yeah. So basically, with the airport bullshit added in, we're talking 2 hours pre-flight. So that brings it up to 16. And I'm just going to call it another hour getting home and through customs and back to the house. Call it 17 hours. Yeah, no. You're also open to, yes, Shar was deep sniffing potatoes. I remember that episode. It caused an uproar. Lucky Charms chocolate cereal. Ooh, Count Chocula. Lucky Charms, Boo Berry, all of the cereals, basically. And because now spooky season is happening, all of the monster cereals are back out in like Target. Um, mm, donuts can turn into do nots very fast. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, cereals can be had at Ralph's. If he's going to Ralph's, we can make that happen. Um, yeah, donuts suck after an hour or so. Yeah, for sure. Crisps, chips, whatever. We have sour cream and onion, which are hugely popular here. Cheddar sour cream. There are Doritos that are late night taco flavored, and I can kind of taste the lettuce, and I'm personally not into it, but I mean, whatever. There are random uh Doritos flavors literally all over the world. Um, let's see. Cape Cod chips. Yeah, those are kettle chips, so they're gonna be extra crunchy. Airlines seem to be having different rules every day about transporting goods. Sergeant Fannycake, you are not fucking wrong. Airlines keep changing all the rules. Takis. Oh, Takis. How do you feel about spicy, Shar? How's your spice tolerance? Because Takis are wildly popular here. Um, but they can be a little bit spicy unless you get the really bland ones, just like the straight up cheese ones. Brian Lucas says, my favorite are the plain wavy chips, really good for holding the dip. Fair enough. Yeah, they do stand up a lot better than just like a standard Lay's. I prefer a standard Lay's because they're easier for me to chew, but yeah, I get it. Um, Krispy Kreme lost me when they had the hot sign on, but they weren't made at the location. Oh my God. I actually transited the drive through lane without making a purchase. What were they like microwaving them? What the shit? That's messed up. That's hella messed up. Oh my God, Richie. Sorry, I had to move this because there was like some weird blue purple shit happening up here and it was distracting me and I don't know whether or not y'all saw it, but I saw it. Um Somewhere between mild and medium about spices. Then I think probably a standard bag of Takis would probably work for you if you wanted to try them. They're not hella spicy, but they're spicy enough to be classified as spicy. No Face only eats Spice Girls and will see himself out. Fair enough. Dairy can't be taken into the country? Heather Mack. This country? And does that include sour cream and onion crisps? Chips? Or can dairy not be brought into Straya? And does that include sour cream and onion chips? Crisps? Whatever. We're multilingual here. Takis. I hang on. There you go, Shar. It's in the chat. Onion dip with ruffled chips. Fair. Dancing in the Rain says not carb correct, but vegetarian mushroom jerky is so tasty. Okay, I haven't had that. I am intrigued. The blue purple stuff happening up there is par for the course. Yes, no. No, that's why I fixed it because I had to. Oh, anything like snacks in a packet is fine. Thank you, Shar. I was worried. Ooh, cherry fritters. Richie. There is a local convenience store gas station chain that was doing blueberry fritters around here for a while. Fuck. They were so good. If you're ever in Reno, Doughboys has something called a tiger tail. It's a twist with a cinnamon sugar layer. Okay, but is it a chewy twist, like a raised donut kind of doughy twist, or is it a crunchy twist? I need to know. If it's a crunchy twist, like an elephant ear or what people up here call crispies, I'm not into it. But if it's a doughy kind of a sort of thing, then I'm here for it. Yeah, Heather Mack, Shar is in Straya, but anything in a packet is fine. Shut Up Mad says, I had given up and was surprised when you were back, pre-stated start time. Yeah, again, if you go back to the beginning, I was having a really, really long conversation with a friend of the channel who was on the cruise last year, and it was so good to reconnect with her. We've been in sporadic connection, but we wound up having like a 3-hour long conversation, and it was fantastic. And yeah, raised twist, not an elephant ear. Oh my God, Richie, that sounds amazing. I need that. Takis are all over the place around here. Haven't tried them yet. Brian, I will tell you, I prefer just the straight up cheese Takis, but they can be difficult to find. Most people want they want the ones with the spice in them. Brian says the local farmers market has these really awesome fried pies. They are delish. They sell out really fucking fried pies. Oh my God, I love fried pies. I am all about a fried pie. That's what the McDonald's pies used to be, fried pies. And then they changed them to baked. And they changed the crust, and it was thicker, and it tasted like compacted sand in your mouth. Fried pies, where all of the blisters on the outside, and you get the filling that is like hot like fucking lava when you bite into it, but it's so good. Oh my God, fried pies. KFC had fried pies until very, very recently. Um, I love me a fried pie. I love them. I don't even know, Hardee's still exists. I wonder if they fry their pies. I'm gonna have to fucking find out. I love a fried pie. Popeyes does fried pies. I love fried pies. Are Fritos available in Straya? Heather Mack is saying Lay's salt and vinegar. Okay. No Face says, okay, before I leave, why does going down the rabbit hole never address the fact that you're bothering the rabbit? What if the rabbit is just sleeping and you bust in his hole just accusing, or her hole? Thank you. Sophia says, and now I want to see if the cafe here is open today. They have great cinnamon rolls. Oh my God. Cinnamon. Fritos. You don't have Fritos? Shar. Hi, Sandy Wandy. Shar. Get Michael to bring you Fritos. Even just the plain ones. They are a a fried corn chip that is salty and delicious. I hand fed them to my mother when she got out of her last surgery because she hadn't been able to eat, obviously, but the salt. I was literally hand feeding them one by one to my mother with Fritos. It is a corn chip. It's a salty corn chip. Boring or no, I devoured like half a bag of them tonight because they were delicious. Sometimes you just need the crunch and the salt. Sometimes that's just what you need, and that's okay. Shut up, Matt. The British Christmas standard mince pies used to be mirrored by McDonald's mince pies, no longer, to my wife's chagrin. I have never known McShit to do that kind of a pie here in the US. You haven't lived until you have Frito pie? Yes, Frito pie. I was just talking about Frito pie tonight, actually, because it's a bed of Fritos and then you dump chili on top of it, and it's delicious. Dancing in the Rain says chili cheese Fritos. They do have different flavors of Fritos. That's true. Also, Fritos, heat them just a tiny bit. Heat them. All right. Can you explain in detail the difference between a plain Dorito, salted plain corn chip, and a Frito. Number one, there are no plain Doritos. You get either nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, or one of the other fucked up flavors. Doritos are always coated in a flavor. There are plain corn chips. There are Doritos, which have a flavor always. And then there are Fritos, which are smaller. Plain corn chips tend to be triangular or round in shape. Fritos are in a strip shape. The consistency is similar, but the flavor is more concentrated. And I find them to be saltier than most plain corn chips are. We have plain corn chips, but they are not marketed under the Doritos brand. Doritos always have some kind of flavor. That's just how it works in America. Bugles, bugles are lovely, but you have to put them on your fingers like claws and go like that. Yeah, tortilla chips, those are tortilla chips. Plain Doritos, aka tortilla chips. Fritos are denser in your, you know what? Dancing in the Rain, that makes sense. Fritos are denser. Um, Texturally, they have a little bit more of a rough texture than a standard corn chip or a Dorito. But I find that the flavor is also more concentrated, and I find them to be saltier. That could just be me. There used to be a Frito restaurant in Disneyland. Interesting. The only food I'm interested in Disneyland, honestly, is the fucking corn dogs. I love the corn dogs at Disneyland. Rabbits can totally eat carrots. They love them. Hot mince pies with cream or brandy flavor squirty cream. I no matter how I try, I'm American. I can't get past the name squirty cream, and I know it's a thing. Do you think they are also thicker than a Dorito as well as denser? No, I think the thickness is about the same, honestly. Oh, no, you have to put black olives on your fingers as well. 100%. You know what? There are some black olive companies who will actually put it on their label that you're supposed to put them on your fingers. So I don't think you were that as weird of a kid as you thought you were. All right. Richie says, I think Fritos are thicker and extruded like pasta, while Doritos and Tostitos are cut from a sheet. Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. All right. I have received messages. Let's see what we got. Oh, I've got photos of the North Sea from Sophia. You guys, look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Hello, North Sea. It's beautiful. Thank you, Sophia. Someday I will go to there. And then we got something from Shar. Char to Costco size chip scale. Yes, but those are veggie sticks. It's different. But there she is. There's our wee little Char. Okay, thing. Figure it out. But those are veggie sticks. Those are not crisps. It's different. Veggie straws are different. Brian, I miss the ocean too. We are all the weird ones. That is absolutely correct, No Face. I'm sure I've seen American media where folks squirt the cream direct into their mouth from the squirty cream can. Yes, but we don't call it squirty. Why does the wave have butt cheeks? Because waves. Ocean, gonna ocean. I know it was for size, but still. Sophia says that was the day I took my wet pants off in the parking lot. Oh, dirty. Char, Brian has always thought of you as a lot taller than you actually are. She is she is wee. She is teensy and it's adorable. The personality is so much larger than the actual corporal human. So thinking that she's taller than she actually is totally makes sense because the personality is so much larger than the body that I mean, the personality is it will bowl you over like a tidal wave. Shar is a force to be reckoned with. She really is. She's something else. And having spent a number of days in her presence, I can say this for really reals. She is absolutely something else. And I love that bitch. I love that bitch. She is a walking disaster in the most hilarious, awesome way. Not in a terrible way. She does things and says things that nobody expects, and it's awesome. She's just she is a force to be reckoned with. And you would never expect it if you just saw her standing on the sidewalk with her wee little self and her pram full of Porpingtons. You would never expect the force of nature that she actually is. But she is. When I say that I'm not short, I'm concentrated. I didn't even know what I was talking about until I met Shar. Richie, for the most part, 99%. Yes. Occasionally I fall. Um when I'm in a place where there are bad influences around, I will fall and I will smoke actual cigarettes, analog cigarettes, but for the most part, the vaping is how I've been getting past it for years now, since like 2015. All right, y'all are talking about the squirty cream, and Sophia's talking about her cheeky pants and why she doesn't wear flesh-colored panties, and that is a whole lot, and I haven't even told you guys yet about night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds. Time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time. A snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so the things don't stick. Shar doesn't call it squirty cream. She makes a noise like we all know what that noise means. Whenever we hear we know that it's the whippy creamy sound. We do have a song from Shut Up Matt. I shall pull it up. Kimberly is not here. I assume that she is sleeping.
I've got sixpence, jolly, jolly sixpence. I've got sixpence to last me all my life. I've got tuppence to spend, and tuppence to lend, and tuppence to send home for my wife, for a wife. No cares have I to grieve me, just nightmares to relieve me. I'm happy as a lark, believe me, as we go rolling home. I've got fourpence, jolly, jolly fourpence. I've got fourpence to last me all my life. I've got tuppence to spend and tuppence to lend, but no pence to send home for my wife, for wife.
Oh no!
Cares have I to grieve me, just nightmares to relieve me. I'm happy as a clam, believe me, as we go rolling home. I've got tuppence, jolly, jolly tuppence. I've got tuppence to last me all my life. I've got tuppence to spend, and no pence to lend, and no pence to send home for my wife, for wife. No cares have I to grieve me, just nightmares to relieve me. I'm happy as a lark, believe me, as I go rolling home.
Thank you so much. Shut up, Matt. Thank you. Delightful. Sophia misses spraying a whole can of cream into her mouth. Fair. Dirty. Richie says, when I lived with my nuclear family, the grocery list would show canned shame and pogo stick, then kofifi for coffee. I get that reference. I see you. Pogo stick is a result of wifey forgetting the brand Aussie Miracle and miming a kangaroo. I asked, pogo stick? Okay. Somebody on Twitter said that kangaroos looked like deer who had been to the gym. And honestly, that makes sense to me. Like North American standard as white-tailed deer, but had gone to the gym and perhaps grown longer tails, but whatever. Because deer are serious motherfuckers, but Kangaroos are like bowed up motherfuckers with their short, tiny little arms. But that's what happens when you get all the muscle up here. It kind of shrinks things a little bit and it reduces your reach. So, yeah, kangaroos are now North American white-tailed deer who had been to the gym. I can't unsee it. Like, I can't unsee RFK Jr. being microwaved Mel Gibson. I just can't unsee it. I'm apparently extremely suggestible. I don't know what that says about me. But some things you just hear them and they make fucking sense. And that's what I got for you. Kangaroos are bodybuilders. They certainly are. But I think they might be juicing some of them because parts of them seem to be diminished. Not like I've been looking at kangaroo penises because honestly, I have not. I have no idea what a kangaroo penis looks like. Tom and Jerry baby kangaroo equals giant mouse. Yes. Shut up, Matt. Giant mouse. I mean, I myself have tiny little T-Rex arms, and yet my legs are strong as fuck. I do not have a tail, which helps me balance, which is probably why I fall over with a frequency that is somewhat unsettling. Um, it's all those years of ballet. Absolutely wasted on my civilian life. If I'm not actually dancing, I'm just gonna fall over at the slightest provocation or no provocation at all. I will trip on a stray molecule. It's just my life. Anyway, I've been here for about an hour. I have not seen Jessica Hawley show up. Where the shit are you, lady? Yes, microwave Mel Gibson, RFK Jr., Sandy Wandy. Somebody mentioned on Twitter, because I still look at Twitter, and I still call it Twitter. Somebody referred to RFK Jr. as microwaved Mel Gibson. Just, take a look at him. Char Michaels says, I don't fall over much due to ballet too. I only fall for comedic reasons on purpose. Girl, I have photos of you sprawled on the floor in a cruise ship nightclub. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. No Face said, please, why did kangaroo penis just be said? Because welcome to the fucking corner booth. No Face, this is how we roll. Random shit has always and will always be said in the corner booth. That's how we roll. No Face, Melt Gibson Jr. Oh my God, beautiful. Yeah, that because prom queen said she needed to take meds to shrink her finger to get her ring off? Wait, what? Lydia Von Stretchclaw! Holy shit balls! Christ on a bike, where have you been? Did I summon you? I might have summoned you. I was on a phone call tonight with somebody from the cruise, and I mentioned you. That must have summoned you because I was talking about what an absolute goddamn queen you are. Holy shit! I am so happy! I am so happy to see you! Oh my goodness gracious! Hi, baby. It's been too long. Yay. That's why you fell over on purpose? Something about prom queen, a faint from hilarity? Girl, if I fall on purpose, it means you made a funny. Okay. I don't know, but it was during the cocktail party that we had on the cruise, and you were sprawled on the floor with Ella. It was a whole ass thing. I am so happy that you're here. I have missed you right back, Lydia. I'm so happy to see you. We've been talking all about American snacks versus Australian snacks. And Char's Michael is in LA, and he's going to go to a grocery store and is going to bring her back a bunch of American snacks. So we've been doing comparisons and shit. And I just showed them that I went to a candy shop that has all sorts of international candies. And I got Coffee Crisp, which is mostly available in Canada. I don't think y'all have it. And I got a Curly Whirly, which I'm super excited to try out. And I got Timeout Roundies. They are super layered Timeout biscuits covered in chocolate. And I am super excited. Hey, there you are, Kimberly Gabaldon. Zena Marlene, baby. Good to see you. Also, I don't know if you had this over there, Lydia, but I need to show you the most amazing sippy cup. Why are you crying? No face? Because there is so much fucking joy here. Look at this sippy cup. Look at my Aquanet sippy cup. It's beautiful. Yes, avoid the Hershey's. 100%. Lydia, I will never, ever say no to that. Fuck Hershey's. It is wax. It is wax. It's chocolate flavored wax, but it's burnt chocolate flavored wax. It is not good. No, American chocolate is bullshit, and I will never, ever deny it. Which is why those are the three things that I purchased when I went to this massive, massive warehouse of candy. You don't hate Hershey's, but you'll eat it, Char? Oh my God. You should hate Hershey's. It's awful. It's only good for s'mores because then it's melted and it's dealing with all of the flavors of like the marshmallow and the graham cracker and the chocolate. Um yeah, no, fuck Hershey's in the goat ass. It's terrible. You can't read reverse smut? Well, sorry for you, bro. It says Aquanet. Um yes, greasy wax. Ugh. Hershey's is mass market crap, but if you can find a C's candy, the Bordeaux are tasty. Okay, good to know. Shut Up Mad says also extruded reconstituted potato, hula hoops, Monster Munch quavers. Now that I think about it, those could be corn, not potato. Pringles are reconstituted potato. Riley's human. Hello. Good to see you. I saw you were on replay crew from last night's stream, and it's good to see you here. Sophia says, once you've gone Swiss, you can't eat basic chocolate again, joyfully. Fair. Hershey's chocolate is extruded from Hershey's Highway. Oh, you filthy bitch. Shar says, I feel like Hershey's is the inside of an M&M. Oh, no, honey. No, it's worse. It's worse. No face? Hershey's is wax bug legs? You take that back. My legs are way tastier, especially once they've been waxed. Basic Cadbury in Australia is pretty good. Yeah, Cadbury in the US is pretty good because it's not fucking Hershey's. However, I will tell you, Shar, Michael will be able in LA to get C's candies. So C's candies, he'll be able to get them in LA and in the airport. I just put it in the chat. And yet, as a boy, the idea of Hershey, Pennsylvania seemed magical, a whole city of chocolate. It also smells like it. It's crazy. Brian Lucas wants to know, how far into the Adelson's defense have you gotten on EDB? I'm mostly through day 7, which is the first full day of the Adelson's defense. I'm mostly through it. So I just have to get into day 8, and I think day 8 is the last day of it, if I recall. C's candies. Oh yes, Shar, your Cadbury is absolutely superior to American, superior due to melting points and temp. Yes, 100%. Day 7 was the first full day of defense for Adelson. I'm most of the way through that. I'm about to get into day 8, and Shar has told me that we have to text like full on once I get into day 8. That's probably going to happen tomorrow because I feel like I'm going to knock out soon after this show, but yes. Um I haven't gotten I've gotten about, I think, halfway through Adelson's defense, if you can call it that, because it's useless. Oh Lord, I meant the spider legs and the shitty chocolate, nothing to do with you. Thank you, No Face. Thank you very much. I haven't gotten to the lawyer yet, Shar. Haven't gotten there. Oh wait, no, the defense lawyer, the lady defense lawyer who can't shut her mouth. She's a total mouth breather. I'm here with you for her style, but I cannot with her face. And I realize that she can't help her face, but I feel like she should maybe pay attention to her face. Because the amount of times that they have cut to her and they've seen her going, I can't. I can't with it. You need M&Ms as medication sometimes. For me, Heather Mac, if you can get Smarties, not the chalky bullshit Smarties that we're used to in the US that come in the little twisty thing. Smarties from Canada. They're like M&Ms but better. There are some flavors like the what were they? Caramel cappuccino M&Ms. They were super fucking good. There are some flavors of M&Ms that are really good, but for the most part, get Smarties. And not, again, not the chalky American Smarties. that you got in your trick or treat bag when you were a kid. Um, Canadian Smarties, Australian Smarties, British Smarties, they're better. Just quality wise, they're better. Shut Up Matt says, I once met, wait, I gotta scroll. I once went on an educational trip to the factory where they made Kit Kats, Quality Street, and Walnut Whips. Chocolate Factory, Halifax, West Yorkshire. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. I've never had a walnut whip, but I am familiar with Kit Kats and Quality Street. Ooh, Brian, you're thinking that they're going to go after Wendy next? Yeah, no, I totally feel bad for Rob, but no, I hope that they go after Wendy next. We need to get all of these for the next cruise and do very in-depth comparisons. Yes. Rob broke away to get away from all of them. Yes, he did. I did, no face, I did just say Canada. Yes, I did. Um, and because I am about an hour and a half south of the Canadian border, I get to make those jokes. I also get to call it Kanakistan. I have proximity privilege. Also, I'm going to be doing some research this week. I'm thinking the next cruise is going to be in the spring before high season begins. At least I'm going to be pricing it out. I'm going to see what you people think. Um, I want to do Mexican Riviera. Oh, Harvey totally his own kind of evil. 100%, Shar. Sergeant Fanny Cake. Sister was living in San Francisco a long time ago. They brought massive baguette of M&Ms to show everyone what is so big deal about them. They were at M&M's shop and took almost every sort. I don't even know. I don't even know. Smarties are better. Riley's Human is asking, how is Mrs. Cricket's mom? She's doing okay. We spent a number of hours in the car together on Monday because she picked me up at the bestie's place and brought me back to Hoth, but we took a long ass time getting up here. We stopped at Forest Lake to get something to eat, and we ate inside. We didn't do drive-through anything. And then we stopped at Toby's because you have to stop at Toby's if you're going between the Twin Cities and Hoth. And then we stopped at the Sweet Kismet candy store and wandered around for like at least an hour because it is an actual warehouse of candy. So we had to. And Shar is cruise next year or 2027. I had to rebook Japan for next year due to injury. I am sorry that you had to rebook Japan, and I am also sorry about injury, and I didn't know about injury, and what the fuck? I was thinking about early spring 2026. But anyway, she's in her own apartment. She's doing well. She's dealing with her own challenges, but she's also finding her people and doing things and activities and all sorts of shit. She seems to be good. She seems to be good. And it was good to hang out with her, and we had a really leisurely drive up Minnesota between the Twin Cities and Hoth, and it was good. We had a good time. Did you know that Dan's lawyer told Wendy's lawyer, hey, heads up, we have evidence that Wendy did a fraud in the divorce monies will not only mean fraud, but also losing bar license. And he said, "You have until July 18th to respond, as in murder day." Dan's lawyer was going to file Wendy fraud on murder day. Holy shit. That's crazy. Lydia, it's not like we won't have another cruise. We will absolutely have another cruise. And I would love to have you there. You are such a gem. I was literally talking tonight about to Jessica, to Jessica Lee, with whom we went ziplining, about what a queen you are, and she absolutely agreed. So we're going to have you with us. We will absolutely have you with us. Why did Scientology ever have a Tom Cruise cruise? Well, that's what the Free Winds is, bro. That's what any Scientology cruise is. It's the Free Winds. You've already saved for the next cruise? Oh, bless your precious heart. Because we want to have you there. We love you. I mean, I do. Wait, didn't everybody already pay for the Alaska cruise happenings? What happened to that? I mean, I want warm, not cold, but the monies didn't get to your amount, right? I have been paid to plan the Alaska cruise. Yes, last year was so fucked that there was no way. This year was so fucked that there was no way we could put an Alaska cruise together because none of us were prepared, including Nomi, to actually do the thing. So we're going to plan that for next year for Alaska, and that's going to happen later in the year because that's the best time to make it happen, honestly, for Alaska. And the next cruise I want to do for SPs at Sea or Corner Booth at Sea or whatever the fuck we're going to call it is going to be Mexican Riviera, leaving out of the West Coast, to give the people who traveled to the East Coast a little bit of relief. We're going to be traveling from the West Coast this time, from Long Beach, and we're going to do Mexican Riviera. I'm thinking late spring, and Alaska is still happening, like after Mexico. Now, Alaska, I'm listening. Also, fuck 2025. Ooh, girl. Let me get a witness. Fucking amen. So, yeah, there will be 2 cruises. One will be Mexican Riviera. One is going to be Alaska. I don't know. I don't think that I can plan them so that they can be like back-to-backs. One is going to be, I'm thinking late spring before high season, even before shoulder season. And that's going to be Mex Riv. And Alaska is going to be September, near the end of the season. And we are going to call it the Corner Booth or whatever the fuck cruise. Brian Lucas is saying, for me right now with school and stuff, needs to be sometime in the summer. We can figure something out in the summer too. I mean, there are no limits. We can figure things out. I'm just trying to make things in seasons where it is the most accessible and the least expensive for everybody. And I know that nobody internationally wants to come to America right now, which means that it's probably going to be less expensive for everybody. But yes, I'm trying to do the brain workings things to make it as accessible as I can for everybody. But yeah, I can't make them be back-to-backs. Also, the least children's, 100%, Shar, 100%. The fewest amount of children's. if we go in late spring, but not spring break or any of that shit, kids will still be in school. And September, if we go in like early mid September, they're all just getting right back to school. And so nobody wants to keep them out. Yep. Yeah. When the flights are cheap, 100%. Sergeant Fanny Cake, I have seen too many news headlines. Fuck 2025 made me wonder what RFK Jr. has done now. You know what? The brain worm is working overtime. It's working overtime. The worm that is eating his brain has said, hey, CDC, discontinue cardboard takeout packaging because it is contributing to America's obesity epidemic. I have fucking news. It's not the packaging. People people will get takeout unwrapped in their bare fucking hands if it's convenient for them. They'll take the styrofoam Whopper boxes or the styrofoam 2-section McDLT boxes if you're going to go that far back. Because I remember the McDLT. Do you? Yeah, that's totally the thing. It's just the packaging that's making Americans fat. It's not the high fructose corn syrup. It's not the preservatives. It's not the additives. It's not the not actual food. It's totally about. And my comment was, listen, are we eating the cardboard packaging? No, we're not, because if the vast amount of humans were eating the cardboard packaging, we would have a lot more fiber in our diets, and maybe a lot of us would be a lot less fucking constipated than we are now and in desperate need of a massive shit. Sorry, that was a little vehement, wasn't it? Anyway, Brits are thinner because they get fish and chips and old newspaper? I mean, no face. Or Sergeant Fanny Cake. Legit. Yeah, no, RFK Jr.'s brainworm is. And yes, Shar, America is the worst fucking joke right now. And I hate it. Just put the fries straight into the mouth, no cardboard. Yeah. But God forbid we should have compostable takeout containers. Because that's, I mean, I'm assuming that he wants us to go back to styrofoam. Because fuck climate change, right? Whatever. I can't even. Ooh, Shut Up Matt just sent me a photo. What do we got? There might be a larger joke that I'm missing. Yeah, some container is biodegradable, so yeah, I wish that joke was funny, but it's not. Anyway, so Shut Up Matt just sent me that. It's a lovely little cookie with buttons. It's adorable. They're eating the cats, they're eating the Tylenol, they're eating the cardboard takeout containers, they're eating everything. Um, and I always say at the beginning of the show that I'm not going into politics, and I don't wanna go into it now. But that joke isn't funny anymore. I, yeah, this is a difficult time to be alive. And I am so glad that you are all here and alive with me. All 32 of you, which is mutant gingerbread man, eat it and put it out of its misery. Yes, head first. Ah, ah, chomp. Um, all of you who are here with me right now, please watch the numbers plummet. There are 32 here right now. Let's see how many. Let's see how many last. Please hit the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. I'm not here for marriage, I'm just here for the engagement. Check to see if you're still subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And if you are subscribed, check to see if you are still subscribed, because YouTube be YouTubing. We have memberships available at $2.99 a month. We accept all of your super chats and super stickers and super thanks. And tickle my bell, my little notifications bell, and hit all for all notifications, because you never know when my random ass is going to go online. If you wish to support the channel in a way that YouTube does not get 30% of the take, down below in the description box are all of the ways that you can support the channel. Not only me with the PayPal, the Venmo that Denver Stevo made me get, the Amazon wish list, but also ways to support friends of the channel who are always going to hold a huge part in my heart, because a rising tide lifts all ships. There's always going to be somebody in my description box that you can help that isn't me. Go right on ahead and do that. Help me, help them, help yourself. And I'm so happy for all of you who have hung out with me here tonight. Yeah, oh, I know, over the pond, you have your quota there. It's been bonkers pretty much fucking everywhere. But they can never take our freedoms. I'm gonna head out. We've been here for the better part, almost 2 hours. We've been here for an hour and 39 minutes. And I am so happy to hang out with all of y'all. And thank you so much for being here with me. I know I came on late, but I love y'all. And I appreciate all of your presences. All of you who are here with me live, and all of you who are here on my replay crew. I love my replay crew. Y'all are the best. And thank you. Thank you for spending the time with me. However you choose to spend it, whether live or on replay, thank you. If you see something that you like, feel free to share it with other people. It also tickles the algorithm in just the right ways. Mm. Sophia's gonna get Nikki and Ginger. Um, Sergeant Fanny Cake. I saw something shocking yesterday on the internet. People from Finland and Sweden were complimenting each other. What the shit? Wolf Kiros is eating chili Fritos. Fuck yeah. Um, I'm happy to see you again, Lydia. No Face says you are awesome, Crick, and we love you. Many people have helped you. Oh, you have a GoFundMe, fund me. I love the support and please give. Thank you so much. Again, I've had some challenges accessing my email because again, I've exceeded my Gmail storage limit and can't can't access it right now until I re-up my Google one. But um if we're friends on Facebook or if somebody is friends on Facebook with me, please send me a link for your GoFundMe and I'll put it in the description box so that we can help you too because I'm here for you and I'm so glad that people have helped you. And I hope that it is improving your situation. I'm not sure about your situation, but somebody hit me up on Facebook Messenger with links that I can help with because I'm here for it. And I am so happy to see you, Lydia. I have missed you so hard, and I'm so glad you're here. And thank you, everybody, for being here, for hanging out with me. I'm going to try to be more consistent. Um, I'm still getting my shit together too, y'all. But do all the YouTubey things. I'm going to be doing YouTubey things, and I'll be back here tomorrow. Same bug channel. Hopefully an earlier bug time. I honestly don't even know what day of the week it is. I'm not a clue. It's all blurs day. Um, but I will be back here tomorrow. Keep an eye on your notifications. That's why you hit that notification bell and select all. Because I never know when I'm going online. But it can be a surprise for all of us. So yeah, do the thing. Be well. Sleep sweet. Stay safe. And have a fantastic whenever it is, wherever you are. Pearl! Oh my God! Thank you for popping in. Yes, it's carb day. Oh my God. Char. Yes, it's carb day. It is absolutely carb day. So be well, stay safe, sleep sweet, have a fantastic whenever it is, wherever you are. I will be back here tomorrow. Watch out for deer. And until I see you again, peace to you.